Hello everyone, my name is Aretha. In today's video, I want to talk about embracing change, the illusion of permanence, and our desire for stability. So let's talk about how to be stable yet flexible. Thanks to the work of great people like Carol Dweck and her now famous book called Mindset, most of us have now learned about the difference between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. On some level, we'll all understand that our abilities are not set in stone, that we can continue to develop and grow as individuals. Behind the concept of the growth mindset is the idea that our identity is not a permanent thing. It can evolve and morph over time. What many of us choose to take away from that is the empowering idea that we can choose to change. The nuance I want to point out is that even if we don't choose to intentionally improve, we will still change. Permanence is simply not an option. To a certain extent, I think most people understand that change is inevitable. After all, we all get older, social trends change, and the world keeps evolving. Yet many of us still try to create permanence in our lives. I believe the main reason for that is that we equate permanence with stability. And I would like to challenge that. Believing that stability requires a certain type of permanent state makes us inflexible. It makes us rigid, and this rigidity makes it difficult for us to deal with the random things that life will throw at us. Sometimes the random things are positive, like winning the lottery, and sometimes they're negative, like losing a loved one or getting sick. Instead of looking for permanence, we should think about stability as equilibrium. Imagine that your life is like riding a bicycle. Your stability on the bicycle doesn't come from being in a fixed permanent state. The stability is achieved by maintaining equilibrium by pedaling. What does this mean in practical terms? Don't get too hung up on anything. Your most perfect morning routine will probably need to be adjusted at some point. All your stable relationships will have to go through adjustments at some point. When you finally reach your goal weight, you will have new things to adjust. Every milestone you reach will only be the beginning of something new. So here are 5 suggestions to help you accommodate for inevitable change. The first suggestion is to think of your life in seasons. When things are tough, remember that this is a season in your life. It cannot be the rest of your life. Things will change. But when things are going great, be open to the fact that they may need to be adjusted. Nothing you do, good or bad, will be permanent. The second suggestion is to mentally accept change as a part of life. You can't reject or deny change. It's pointless. It will happen with or without your consent. So the sooner you make peace with it, the sooner you stop resisting it, and the easier things will be for you. The next idea is to be receptive. When something that has worked well for a while no longer feels right, that is your opportunity to make some tweaks. Number 4 is to remember that things tend to sort themselves out. As much as you can, let that happen, because resisting just makes the process miserable when it could really be a lot easier. The 5th idea is to try to remain nimble. It's like walking on the sidewalk and noticing a puddle. You don't suddenly just turn around and go back home because you encountered a challenge. Instead, you just reroute slightly and you walk around the puddle and you keep going. If you want an interesting story about life throwing you curveballs, I have recorded a video about my experience with Crohn's disease, and I think you should watch it. Please take a moment to give me a thumbs up on this video and subscribe to my channel. I love exploring our mental models because they are the invisible force that directs us and impacts how we show up and how we experience the world. So while I love sharing my ideas in the hopes that they help other people, the things I share are as much for myself as they are for my audience. So thank you for watching and growing with me. See you in the next video.